Where did we last leave off? Well, in terms of Legacy of Alag, we got the things that we needed, the 2 flawless crystals from those 2 locations. And, yeah, then we had the queue pop up for the last dungeon we got in. And now, I'm gonna go on ahead and continue the story. And if we come up to the queue time for the Shiva raid, I'm gonna go on ahead and just do some more of the Crystal Tower stuff. I've already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbrita described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you'll find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you've done for us on our behalf, Throat, and I have faith that you'll return to us, as you always have. Oh, I'm pretty sure I will. Alright, let's head over to Snowcloak. Kurthus Central Highlands. Oh, Sir Creamy! You are a paladin, are you not? Oh, you're a black mage. I assumed because of the shield. Alright. Let's go. To Snowcloak. How far is it? Okay, it ain't far at all. Having no music is kind of ominous. Hang on a second. Let me check a setting. System configuration, sound settings. Play music when mounted. Do I have looping off? Does not look like there's an option for that. There we go. Okay. Well, when I'm tabbed out, we'll be able to hear the voices again. Voices in our heads. I dribbled. Hello, Alphino. Good to see you. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Me? When I'm facing primals? Hell no. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends the interrogation of Elaine Royale in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the IV upon your return. I trust that, by the way, which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. I got a notification on my phone. Pop that over there. Ooh, another, voice acted cutscene? Aetheryte. Nodding. There, it's ready. It worked, I think. Try attuning to the ether right now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. We've done all we can. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Alright, my preparations are ready, so I might as well just go in. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of the saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Ooh, excuse me. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moonbreeda's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich. Oh, okay. Before I call the squad, talk to the knight. Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat. Yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Throatgarrote, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you would rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Oh. Ak Afa Amphitheater. Alright, so yeah, this is the Shiva fight. So, let's queue up. And join. And now let's go on ahead and take care of some Legacy of Alig stuff. Multitasking at its finest. Alright, we last left off with getting those 2 crystals for Rambros, and now we're gonna take them back and see what he has for us next. How progressed your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman's strongholds? Not too shabby. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I've seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. Former lies in Zaharak, the war camp at Amaljan and Thanalan, the latter in Natalan, the roost of the Ixel in the hills of Kurthus. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first 2, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Why didn't he just send us to get all 4 at once? Alright. Let's get the one from the Thanalan area first. I believe that's southern Thanalan, and I can get there faster via Little Alamigo. And watch me get both and have the Q pop immediately afterward, which would be super convenient. My mount can fly no higher. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Probably fly lower. Path this way. And unfortunately, I gotta fly around this a little bit. Alright. Luckily, I don't have to go too far into their territory. I just have to go over here. Oh, look at that. Well, at least let me get this guy first. There we go. One down. Which means I can just go straight. I can just go grab that immediately after I'm done with Shiva. Cool.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
She's using herself as the vessel. Interesting. All right, let's do this. I don't quite remember how the spike goes, so I gotta be a little careful. Ow. Gonna make sure I have the camera out as much as possible so I can keep watching this. Oh, look at this. I think I'm okay. Results inconclusive. Absolute zero? Okay, so this is intentional. And now the music is kicking off. got it. Nice! First try! And I didn't even die! That's a fun fight. Oh, and everyone's gone. Okay, cool. I don't get to give out a commendation. How the hell are you still alive?
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause.
Lady, it's kind of looking like you're going about it the wrong way.
You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why.
Okay, it's at max speed.
Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after.
Oh, so you've heard that song too.
Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded.
Oops. Do not squander mother's gift. Oh, and she just...
Hear, feel, think.
So you do have the echo. I like how if my character has his mouth open in one of these cutscenes, I cannot tell because of that friggin' scowl.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless,
you?
La Habrea will be pleased.
Oh, haha bread.
How unfortunate.
Good news, I stopped Shiva. Bad news, Iceheart got away. By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravanians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough. I was only asking. Alright. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you'd best pay a visit to MrViperfang and speak with Alphino. He's probably worried sick about you. Ugh. That or he's busy playing politics with these Guardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Why does she think I've got a headache? I got a concussion or something. Whatever. Let's go on ahead and take care of this Legacy of Alec thing real quick. And then I'll head over and talk to Alphino. That way I can at least get both objectives for the quest complete so I can turn it in later. And I'll probably turn it in after I'm done at the Rising Stones. Be with you in a moment, Alphino. How much experience did I gain from that one? I actually did not gain any experience from it. Good. I guess since I didn't get it through the roulette. Easy to get to when you have flying. Easy. Alright, let's go on ahead and talk to Alphino. Okay, I'm nowhere near having my Chocobo being fully leveled up yet. Thought I heard something. Anyway. Shiva's defeated. We got the 2 other flawless crystals. And we're well on our way to advancing everything along. Alright, gotta go up to the 3rd floor, it seems. There we go. Cutscene. There he is, and none worse for the wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for all of us when I say that I should like nothing more than hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you'd be so kind. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration, and for one for which we have throat to thank. Yes, you're right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with that, well, with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva's no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillamont, is the caravan ready? Supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the House Fortome caravan? Less the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Oh, and on an unrelated note, Throat, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. Certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. Took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I'm told. Oh, that's gotta be, Horsefant. Yeah, it seems like he's, super worried about me at all times. He's good man. Alright, I'm not gonna bother teleporting since I have plenty of... since it's not gonna be a very big trip at all. I've got plenty of gil, but whatever. Trust you're okay, Harshafant? What were you thinking? What? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair? Knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete a ritual to summon Shiva anyway? And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat? By the Fury! This is the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend of veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you're here now, and that's what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Yeah, he seems, just a bit too attached. Alright. Puff of darkness. Oh, okay. Greetings, sir. I shall show you in at once.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow... Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task.
They wouldn't be.
From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Yes.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them.
Will you? Will you really?
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart.
I accidentally skipped.
I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences.
Wonder if we can get that hairstyle.
Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefon, if you would be so kind?
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Oh, cool.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
This is gonna help.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Fine, fine, you did. Yay, quest complete. Alright, once we get back to the Rising Stones, I'm gonna go on ahead and turn in at Legacy of Alec as well. For one with reason to celebrate, Alphino looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. Ugh. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal thread and of our approach to combating it. Hi. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Whence before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, it is better we continue this conversation in Mordona. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna turn in Legacy of Alag, get the next quest, and then turn in Eyes Unclouded. Alright, how many tomes of Poetics did I get? Okay, it's still... Wait, is that even enough? I'll check. I think I might go on ahead and just start saving up tomes so I can get a level 60 gear for my ninja. Hey, got the other 2 pieces of things you wanted. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we're ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. Ah, that is a tiny little shark right there. I hope I did not give you the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we'll be requiring your services once again. Oh, good. Hey, and I get a choice of materia, which I'm not going to use, and a silver piece. If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances must be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elementally aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it's not unusual for abrasive to exceed the value of precious stones it's used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials, Goldsmith's Guild and Ul'dah seemed like the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. Alright. So I'm gonna be playing Errand Boy next. Alright. Well, enough about that. Next time I have to queue up for something, I'll be heading over to Ul'dah to take care of that. In the meantime, I'm heading over to the Rising Stones. Got 3 fragments of grade 5 dark matter. The hell am I gonna use that for? I don't know. I don't think I'm ever gonna find out. Alright, into the solar.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole.
Yeah, no, it was no biggie.
Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
Why wouldn't I be? Hands are itchy for some reason.
I shall summon the others at once. Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Yeah, it was weird.
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
Summoned like one.
As certain as we can be that good King Mogulmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
May his fluffiness reign for all eternity.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
I think it's because she has the echo.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think.
Yeah.
Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals.
It's also why she was able to retain her free
will. Could it be that it was
will.
a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so.
Yeah, there's that at least.
Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Evil!
Oh, cool. A level 110 item coffer. And the ones I got were item level 90. Air knives. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard-Zoma. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few... Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if all is amiss? Yeah, sure. Everything all right? 'Tis well that you're on hand. We have a problem. Roel has escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Roel quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castrum Meridinium, I am certain of it. With the fate of Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot upon Roel's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Blue Fog and join the hunt. Oh, good. Now there's a manhunt. Alright, Camp Blue Fog it is. Oh, Thanalan. Cool. I'm gonna make a detour to Ul'dah then. To knock out some more of the Crystal Tower stuff. Just a quick trip to the Goldsmith Guild. There we go. Hola. I have money for you. You have ether sand. You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Koinok? Must be something you could do. Without the sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. Oh, you must be after... Hi, you after some ether sand as well? This is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gil clanking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming, yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming ether sand, aren't you? Yeah, I guess we have the same objective? Witch and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else. Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Alright, so they're working on something. Yeah, we'll go on and take care of it, because we're probably going to be able to guard it a little bit better, honestly. Alright. So, speak with Biggs. Alright, speak with an experienced adventurer in Camp Blue Fog. Oh, goody! Well, it's a good thing I stopped there first. Yeah, it's a good thing I went to the Goldsmith Guild first. I can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright. Is this quest giving me experience? Nope. Just skill. Cool. Alright, there's Ilbert. Let's talk to you first. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look somewhere else. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat silent type. A type that has a handle that holds no less than a pint of ale. Wish to hear my tale? I warn you. 'Tis no stirring epic, but as you asked, my employer, a Lalafelian lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, this man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Oh, good. Gotta go to the Mithril Mine! Alright, let me see where you're headed toward, Ilbert. My thanks for coming, Scion. I've spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Roel walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not miss here. We have Raubon's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her, and so here we are. Roel must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridinium. Okay. Alright, before I head to the cerulean processing plant, let's make a quick detour. Ooh, there's a hole. Lunatic followers. Before I land, I want to make sure that where I'm going is going to have what I want. Ah. Perfect. Alright, get in here. There we go. Hey, Wedge. Here to rescue you. How could I'd be so stupid, sneaking into the bandit's lair. It's just not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm gonna die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna walk out of here. Here we go! Hi. Dude, it's just me. No, I cannot smell fear. I just was told you were here. I'm collecting the ether sand. So yeah, I'll find the ether sand for you. You can stay out of danger. Or you can just go back and hide. Alright. My chocobo can distract him. Aha! Got it! You know what? I'm just gonna take him out. There we go. Got him. And once again, aggro. There we go. Yeah, I found it. Please get out of here. I'll just take care of it. All right. Back to finding a turncoat. Why the hell is it so blue here? Ah, an encounter. This wretch was with Roel. He threw himself at us so his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty even to her own, the goddamn harpy. Spit. With me, Scion. We almost have her. Whee! Oh, she's got battle gear on. Nice. Alright. Little bird of the dull blade. More death. Very nice. Let's get you a dot. Now let's go back to taking these guys out. There we go, now I can damage it. Nice. Ah, she's almost dead. I assume as soon as I take out this thing, she's gonna drop dead. You know, I think I took her out a little too fast for the, for this little scripted event to happen. Yuri's over there. She needs help. There we go. There we go, got it. That was super easy. Especially since I have a powerful AoE attack. Bind her and do it tight. But what if she likes that? I mean, what? Good work, man. Sheer and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you even know of low? You, spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think your God's given right to rule over others. You know not of our plight, the injustice that we low-bornish guardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to survive, stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It's no fault of mine if fools imagine me a paragon when I joined the Flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you the only person to have ever suffered. In case you haven't forgotten, Raubon himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others of their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we had been dealt and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different, then? 'Tis true we were both mercenaries above lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, marshals, sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. Sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. No reason I held on that line. No reason at all. But enough talk. You'll return to Uldal to face justice and the people who trust you whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sort of business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Raubon chose his. Yeah, and hope that none of them were bought.
I have heard. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Raubon. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
There is conspiracy about.
one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Yeah, not liking those implications. Let us cling together. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take her findings directly to General Raobound, and that shall be the end of it. The work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Miss Philia of all that's happened. I am aware that the Antecedent held Ruel in high regard, for better or worse. She will want to know how this tale ends. Alright. Alright, back to Revenant Soul. Gonna turn in Standing It Down, then I'll turn in Let Us Cling Together. Ooh, it's clear. Clear weather in the area near the Crystal Tower. That's a dead dragon. Ah, you've returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some ether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? Fire Kiss and, Earth Cradled. I see, 2 varieties. Well, that's 2 more than we could reasonably expected, and 2 less than I hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You've done well. Truly, if all goes to plan, we will no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I'm looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but ether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when employees are so damnably inventive, eh? Now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It would be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of ether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros, have we any information on the water and wind aspect of crystals? Where the water and wind aspect of types might be hiding? God, I can't speak. Not as of yet. I've made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less enthusiastic about the prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order. First, let us savor the preliminary victory that Thrope has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Quest complete! Alright. I'm gonna pick up the next quest. X Potion, X Ether, High Elixir! Silver. I really have no use for any of these 3, so I'm just gonna take the silver again. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of the ether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Chilean acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I've heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I've mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely that it is that the Crystal Tower secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out the Parsimantrit, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where the Ether Sand might be bought, it is he. Alright. Well, I'm not going to be heading back there for a while, so we are safe to advance the main story. Main scenario. So I guess the next time I have a queue, I will head over to Gridania. Because for the past few things, I've actually it's actually been convenient to turn them in as I'm doing the main scenario. Wait, I can't get on the desk? Ah. Poop.
Welcome back, my friend. I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I knew not what to say. Together with Robon, Eileen lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Is it a way to defeat the Ascians?
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Habrea.
Always
During
with
that
me,
encounter,
isn't it?
Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Habrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white auracite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
I'll shoot.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
It would seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the aura site. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Yes, go with her.
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady
Oh, are
Minfilia
you?
hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
It would
Sole
it?
charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident of the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Oof.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Would this Dark Lord happen to begin with the letter Z? Ooh, another cutscene.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
Oh, if it came from your right hand, why don't we just cut it off?
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the Media Project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, He used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varys Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
Monitorists!
7 hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
Semantics.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or Monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, Monetarist scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! One day I will purge this land of your sickness before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
Arg. Yeah, let's fan his anger a little bit. That's always good.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The Monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide...
Oops. Sorry.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people. But in truth, they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Roban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
But Ul'dah isn't as strong as... is only as strong as her ruler.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Wait, what? Oh! I was not anticipating that requirement. I have to take care of the Bull of Embers, the Navel, and the Howling Eye on hard. Huh, okay. Let's, go on ahead and head over to the Waking Sands. I did not anticipate that. Had no idea those were requirements. Alright, yeah, let's go on ahead and take care of them. Yeah, let's go on ahead and get those quests. Hey, Thancred. Hey, Oriange. Alright. The Mulch have already summoned him. I gotta take him on again, and we gotta get this crap taken care of. Primal Fear, no. Oh, wait a minute. Whirl of a Time is, extreme. I actually don't want this one. Yeah, so, I gotta get some quests then. Alright. I guess I'll just knock them out one at a time? Sounds reasonable. But yeah, I gotta get some trials done then. Yeah, I heard that, Ifrit's come back. Tune to the Aetheryte at Zenhark. Oh, wait. Forgotten Springs unattuned. I never attuned to that one? Really? Okay, I guess I'll attune to it. I honestly didn't anticipate that to be a requirement. Alright, so yeah, I'll attune to the one down here. Can't believe I forgot to attune to it. Then I'll head over, attune to the Aetheryte, and then take on that quest. Take on the Bull of Ember's Hard. Or do I just have to have it unlocked and not actually need to do it? Yes, I know I can't fly any higher. Yeah, unattuned. What the hell? Alright. There we go. I'm now attuned to the Forgotten Springs. Alright, I got an Aetheryte to get to. This way. Yeah, whatever, game. I really have to be up next to it. It is a very rough cut aetheryte, that's for sure. Alright. Alright, so it does look like all I have to do is just, attune to him. In for a Garud awakening. Yeah, puns. Puns, puns, puns. Back into the waking sands. Like, do I not get it from in here? Hold on a second. No, I get it from Mariange. From Gridania, Primal Wake of the Shroud. Okay. Dungeon requirement, the bull. Oh, I actually do. Okay. Oh, let's go into the Bowl of Embers hard then. Yeah, okay. I mean, since I have the quest and I can actually turn it in... Yeah, let's head to Gridania. I can also, take out, some more of the Crystal Tower stuff while I'm waiting for Q to pop. But yeah, I'm officially getting stopped, I'm officially getting stopped for doing the main scenario. Archer's Guild. It's gonna give me a lot of experience, but whatever. I've heard much of your deeds. Come to lend your strength in the primal investigation. Yes. Alright. Alright, quest turned in. Experience gained. Let's, take care of, this one. Where do I have to go exactly? Alright, Leatherworkers Guild's gonna be the quickest way to get there. Ahoy. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase ether sand? My dear fellow, have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Well, I have not seen so much as a grain of ether sand in these markets for many a long year. I can tell you where one might find the ore from which the water aspect of variety of abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem determined. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? This is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Oh, okay. Oh, onward to go then. To Quarry Mill, I guess. Not bad. All right. Just handed a glass of White Claw. I've had White Claw before. It's not that bad. There's a couple flavors I like. Oddly enough, usually my favorite flavor of alcohol, which is black cherry, I don't really care for black cherry White Claw. I like the mango flavor though, so there's that, I guess. Eh. It's pretty good. I didn't see the flavor that I got handed. Alright, a cutscene. While I'm waiting for this to happen. You're too late, adventurer. Oh, good! I get to redo that one. Okay. Full of Embers hard! We've already seen this cutscene, so let's just get it over with. That is, oh, Gunbreaker, okay. Damage over time. Ow. Vulnerability. Oh. Ah, we didn't see this move before. Must be there for hard difficulty. Glad that's not hitting me. Oh, that is. Oh, I should have recharged that. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna do arm's length. That way I don't get bumped back. And done. Alright. Get inside. Hope I don't die. Cool. the speck. Ah, no, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you had hoped to find is gone. Take it by me. Victor has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of ether sand with you. The wind-touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention? Good. A band of Exalt North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. Ixali logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be your destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Oh, good. I gotta go to the North Shroud. Alright, to the logging grounds I go. Oh, hello. There we go. I got the wind-touched ether sand. What about the water? Bravo, that was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of ether sand slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of Doolahans. The hell is this person? Oh, right here. I'll just stay over here and hope I don't get spotted by him. There we go. Then I'll have to fly away without getting spotted by him. Now, what were you expecting? I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into ether sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind. Until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and mighty. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. Let's get out of here. And, head back to Revenant's Toll. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to go in here. I have to go back to St. Coin Ox Find. That is one hell of a mount right there. I'm fine with the chocobo, though. God, every time I've come over here, the weather's been different every single time. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? In a way. Brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. Now another cutscene. There, that should do the trick. Ooh. They look like fangs or horns. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Throat here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there is nothing stopping us from striding up to the Algon's front door. You can't go without us, Chief. Aw, they just want to study Allegan history firsthand. Better seal it away, then stop it from getting put into the wrong hands. Oh, hello. So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress of preservation? Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you've not forgotten about the ether sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier than I could not imagine. Ah, hello. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? Ah, you're the one. I believe an introduction is in order. I'm Graha Tia, one of the students of Baldessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Graha Tia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you forgive him for his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. Yeah, sure. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! Noah? That's the name I've chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the same Sons of St. Koinok, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark on the annals of history. I could claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically. But my true reason for choosing the name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archmagus. An Archmagus! I like the sound of that! Very well, now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it's now time we set forth to brave the outer defense of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone else ready to depart? Ready to depart? Yeah. Ready. Nod. Alright, I'm gonna get this quest, and I think I'll, end things off. Gentlemen, the secrets of H. Alec beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Alagan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can make use of the resources at hand, assuming that all are in agreement. Let us proceed forthwith to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast. Alright. Let's, actually gonna make my way to Vesper Bay so I can pick up the next quest in those hard difficulty, trials that I actually have to do. Still can't believe those are a requirement. I was only aware that the Crystal Tower stuff was a requirement now to advance the main story. Was this always like that, or? Oh, whatever. Alright, Papalymo, you want me to take out Garuda. Cool. The Adder's Nest. Sounds good. I've got 3 of these tickets left. Hopefully, by the end of all the hard difficulty stuff, I won't have any left. Okay, I'm curious. Oh, okay. Ah, Throw the Scions! Yeah. Heard you have some trouble. Tune to the Aetheryte and Nadalan. Oh, I'm heading all the way to Kurthus. Alright. Yeah, let me finish attuning to this. And if I advance the Crystal Tower stuff anymore, I'll get to a point where I can queue up for the first of the 3 raids. So I'm just gonna go on ahead and end it after I attune myself to this Aetheryte. Then we'll pick this up next time. And if I feel up to streaming later tonight, I might go on ahead and just stream the rest of the trials to advance the main scenario tonight. And I'm willing to bet the Titan's going to be the last one that I have to attune to. Want to do that? Want to do that. Yep, it's last one's in a Titan spot. And I have to go back here to get that. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Let me see if I can queue up for it. Well, if it pops by the time I'm able to, by the time I get back, then we'll do it now. Otherwise, I'll end when we get back. For sure, this time. Probably have the VOD for this go up on YouTube on Friday. Yep. Y'shtola. In a Titan spot. And yeah, I have to take out the Howling Eye, hard difficulty. Alright, let me go on ahead and fix things. Do I already have that one? I don't know. Oh, right. New weapon. Let me see what these look like. There we go. Huh. I kind of like the look of these, so... Cast Glamour. I'm out of Glamour Prisms? What? Oh, shoot. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to pick up some more, some other time. Alright, well, it didn't pop, so yeah, I guess that's gonna do it. I'm just gonna withdraw from that. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. YouTube, thank you for watching, and take it easy. I'll see you later.